Today we're going to be showcasing the newly buff for the Glue Gunner, which was buffed in the most recent update to the 3.1 in BTD Battles 2, which is going to be the Bloon Solver. That's right, the Bloon Solver did receive a buff, so can we see if the Bloon Solver is actually good? We are going to find out, alright? So if you guys are new to my channel, if you want to see more content like this, make sure you sub and also smash the like button if you have not already. But without further ado, let's just jump right into today's video. Alright, here we go, ladies and gents. We got this map, Dino Graveyard, and we're going to be using Gwendolyn, Darling, Village, and Glue. So we're going to be starting by going for the normal Gwendolyn on round 1, which is going to be the way. I'll have it on last just to be sure of it. And this guy will be going for Gwendolyn, which is going to be your hero. So we're both going to be using Gwendolyn, which is pretty interesting. So hopefully by the time we could try to somehow take it late all the way, then we should be quite fine, so we can easily start taking it all the way to get to maybe round 30 or round 40 or so, like who knows. But we're going to be making things work, so let's go for the Darling Gunner, which is going to be the good old starting tower, or the starting tower that I need to place it down all the way, because I always start out with Gwendolyn first, and then after that I'd rather go for the Darling Gunner instead. Oh, he's got Heli. Oh, I think I know what this guy's going to be using. I think that this guy will expect to go probably Heli Alchemist, and I think his last tower might be the Super Monkey or the Ninja. Like, I'm not even sure if I'm correct, because if he does use the strategy like this, then it'll be pretty impossible to somehow to beat this strategy along with using Ninja, Alg, and Heli. That strategy was one of the best late game strategy of all time. But if you guys already know what our goal for today's video is going to be, is we are going to showcase the buff for the top pack feature upgrade for the Glue Gunner, which is known as the Bloon Solver. That's right, the Bloon Solver did receive some good buffs. I mean, it's a small buff from the Glue Gunner if you guys didn't realize that. But if you guys don't know what they have done to the Glue buff, I will go over these changes here. So what they did is the Bloon Liquefier dot damage to Moron class increase used to be now to +1, it will be now to +2. And the Bloon Solver deals 9 to now 10 damage to Moron class and ceramics. And they said we were making a couple of buffs to Glue Gunner to give the tower a little boost, as it felt a bit lacking and it's not common to use to be in the highest arena. Well, it kind of makes sense how the Bloon Solver wasn't been used of all, because I don't even think many people decide to go for the Bloon Solver of all. I mean, some people rather use it along with using Tag, Village, and Glue strat, like imagine, because when you try to go for the top half of the Bloon Solver, in case of that, you could somehow defend like anything along with the fit tier glues and much more with using Tag, Village, and Glue strategy inside of it. Also, this guy good. Okay, he's using the level, I think he has the level 4 for the heated up buffs, so he should be fine against that, since I know he's got the Razor Auras up for the Heli. And yep, this guy has Alchemist, so I'm feeling that this guy will be going Alchemist, Heli, which is going to be the way. And I think his last tower has to be the Ninja, or maybe not actually. Many people decide to bring out Super Monkey instead of bringing out the Ninja, which is pretty surprising to see here. And speaking of that, we need to go for the Hydro Rocket Pods like right now, because apparently on round 11 is going to be pretty scary against any Zebras, plus with the purple rushes here. So we do need to save it to get that up before we don't want to somehow get rushed from it. So let's see if we do need to go for the Hydro like right now or so. Hopefully that will be quite fine by me, but let's go and go for that right about now. And yeah, we should probably continue on with some eco progression here, because I know I have to save it for round 12 with some Space Rainbows. And hopefully we do need to go for the better position before we don't want to somehow get rushed from it. But let's go ahead and send the Wisdom Space Rainbows here, and he needs to get up to the camo. Okay, you're going for the camo upgrade for the Heli, which is pretty makes sense. And we'll have the Glue Gunner on the back here, so we can probably just stall the rounds a little bit longer. Hopefully we do need to make sure that we need to somehow defend some counter rushes, because I forgot to mention though, we're in the Mob Pit arena, since I know the matter of case I have been finding players that have been sweat a lot of time with using farms, aka tag farm whiz or tag farm strategy and much more. Basically, I have been finding players that have been sweating very much while I was trying to look for content, try to showcase the buff for the Glue Gunner and much more. Everybody in this game here has been trying to get the win, try to get to Hall of Masters like as early. Now my main goal is to not get back to Hall of Masters, as I know it's early at the season, and I just want to focus up just trying to look for content along. We want to showcase some buffs inside of battles too. And it's not only that I have been finding sweats, I sometimes disconnected any type of maps that I don't want to prefer, because the map I really don't want to try it out for the Glue Showcase is any shorter maps like Basalt Columns, Building Site, or much more, because those are the maps I really don't like to play it on. So I decided to desync so many times while I was trying to find a good map so I could like showcase it off for the glue. It was just all over the place here, but we'll be back in BFB Colony very soon, since I know I just really need to find a good map so I could try to show off with the good old glue buff strategies inside of it. But we went for the upgrade to the Bloon Dissolvers, just able to help out very often. Also, we do need to somehow defend some BFB rushes here, because I know in the matter of case, since I do need to somehow be really careful against any rushes, since I know we do have the Darn Gunner plus with a Villager Glue in there. I know the strategy, guys. It's definitely not the best way to somehow defend some counter rushes. Like, for example, if I do get rushed with some ZMGs, BFBs, and much more with the strategy, it's going to be pretty difficult to somehow defend it, whatever the case is going to be. But we will start saving to go for the Bloon Solver, if that'll be fine for me. And this guy went for a Chinook on his heli, so he's got the Chinook, so he can easily get so much money from the good old start. Hopefully we do need to go for this upgrade to the Monkey Town all the way, so we don't want to make sure that we had to able to get up, so we could probably just get a lot ton of 10% per income. And once we get that up, then I think we should be quite fine against that. Since I know we're going to try our best to try to take it late all the way to get to probably round 30 or so. And after we do that, then we will probably start prepared to go for the strip to get better defense up. Because I know the only defense that we need to somehow defend that rush is we do need to get up to the MAD, and then after that we need to get up to the super glue with along with the good old Bloon Solver on the 5th tier. So hopefully by the time if we do somehow get a lot ton of monies from our back, then there is a way that we could probably still able to defend some good old decent amount of any gigantic rush. Like for example, if there's any gigantic fortified bats along with using the strategy, then I'm not even sure if we do need to get that homeland. I'm assume it will be yes, because I know the homeland defense, it's going to be way better with along with using the MAD, because the MAD plus with that, we could probably still shred that rush very easily here, along with the ultimate strategy that we're going to try to see if we could try to take it late. Hopefully this should be pretty interesting, that we could try to be sure that we have a lot ton of stray here. But I think I'm going to go for the Bloon Solver very early on, so let's go ahead and go for that right about now for the Bloon Solver. There we go. And yeah, we're definitely shredding this, which is pretty insane, since I know the mob is going to be pretty good to able to handle against that. Also too, I'm not even sure if my plan here is we could probably just get up to the Bloon Solver like right here towards the middle of the center, but I think that might be a good spot in my opinion. So I guess we'll have to see that if that will be fine against any mod class plus with DETs in it. So I'm gonna try to be sure that we need to go for the denial system just to be sure. And it's round 28, so we do need to save it to get that MAD up before the next round is about to come up, because on round 30 or so we do need to make sure that we have to start prepared to go for the all-out counter. Oh, speaking of that, this guy has 274, which means that this guy, he will expect to try to go all the way to get to the higher round tier. Oh, Super Monkey! No way! Okay, so he's got Super Monkey, which is going to be his last tower. So Heli, Alk, and Super. I have seen this strategy look like this before, and I'm not even kidding that I'm saying this. Super Monkey is one of the best tower right now, because if you guys didn't realize that, like I know I said in my last previous video, that Super Monkey got a ton of the rework, aka buffs, and also nerfs inside of the game, which really makes sense how the Super Monkey is potential one of the best things that everybody in this game here will expect to use it very often, along with using the Dora in it inside of battles too. Like, I'm not even kidding, man. But since we both had the max lives here, because 364 or 150 lives, like whatever you called it, we can still go all the way to get to past round 40, which is going to be okay. And yeah, I'm not even sure how exactly are we going to beat Super Monkey users like this, because Super Monkey plus with the Alchemist combination are one of the best things that you could somehow shred that rush with BADs in it. You could still somehow defend that gigantic rush with only Super plus with the Alch buff in it. Like, if you have P-Brew up, you should probably be fine against any BADs. Like, if not, you might have to go for a couple more Sun avatars all the way. Anyway, we got the denial system on the good old Darn Gunner, and I think we will go for the Ray of Doom as it's going to be as possible. Not even sure if this guy will accept to send me with some... I don't even think this guy will accept to send me a rush. But if he decides to refuse to rush me, then I think he's going to accept to try to take it late, along with using Heli, Alk, and Super Monkey, because that thing will probably be most OP of all inside of battles too.
Later.
Anyway, we got the Ray of Doom on the Darn Gunner, so there we go with that. And let me see if we do go for another Darling Gunner, because I might somehow cover the map with every Darling, so we can easily go for the Denial System spam. And once we get everything up, then we should be quite fine against that here. Also, it's a little bit laggy here, because I think this guy might be laggy. Probably because he's on yellow bar, or maybe his internet might be pretty bad. Or maybe they're on mobile, because sometimes people decide to like play on mobile against PC users. Because if they do somehow play on mobile, then sometimes players decide to end up lagging a little bit. It was just really annoying to go up against laggy players. It's just literally not worth it though. And it's round 38, so I really wanted to see if this guy might send me a rush, since I know I don't want to go past round 40, which is going to be the way. Oh, he sent me one. Shoot. Are we gonna be fine? I'll tower boost. I almost died to that. That's fine. We could probably still get that homeland defense. I think we could probably still get the homeland up. Yeah, we could go for the homeland. Alright, use that. And I did not go for this upgrade to the glue storm, but that's fine. I do even think we are 100% going to defend. Looks like we are, so I'll use my level 10 ability on Scientist Gwen, or regular Gwen, I meant to say. Alright, we should be good against that, because I know the Bloon Solver might take a little bit of a hit. Let's use the Bloon Boost. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh my god, we're defending. We actually shredded that rush. How many pops over there? Oh, okay, I did see a pop count that we got. 107 caper pops. I did saw the number, but oh my god. Bloon Solver is actually pretty insane in my part. It was pretty insane of all, so let me know down in the comments if you think the Bloon Solver is actually good. That thing barely clutches at the end here, because I know it did pretty well in my opinion. So once again, just we can only though. But anyway, I'm gonna call it for today's video, so I hope you guys do enjoyed it. If you guys have not subbed, please subscribe and also smash the like button if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. And peace everybody.